If you don't like the way you're living your life, or you don't like the way that people are telling you to live your life, then don't live your life. Start over and live a whole new life. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to reinvent yourself to become the person you've always wanted to be. I feel like reinventing yourself means a lot of things. It can mean a new personality, or it can mean really reinventing yourself, like the place you live, the things you like. But you don't really have to destroy everything you like or anything like that just to reinvent yourself. I feel like the first thing that you can really do to have that feel of reinventing yourself is making new habits. Because when we make new habits, we're teaching our body how to do new things with our life. And I feel like that can really come in handy when we're trying to fully reinvent ourselves into someone better. Some habits can be like in the morning getting up and brushing your teeth. And I know that sounds like really basic, but some people do not brush their teeth. If you want, you can start prioritizing brushing your teeth in the morning, or you can do like skincare in the morning, or just like journaling. If you want to reinvent yourself into a more like romanticized person, you can start journaling in like a journal every single morning. And if you want to quit coffee, matcha is a really good thing to like get onto if you're trying to stop getting on coffee. So you can try new things, but when you try the new things, me personally, I like to make them habits, because when I try new things and I only do it for like one time a week, then I feel like that can kind of defeat the purpose, and it's like a one-time thing and you never ever go back to it. So the first thing you have to do to reinvent yourself, or make your mind feel like you're reinventing yourself a little bit, is making new habits. That will actually really help you in life when you're changing into new things, or you're like moving into a whole new house, or you actually do want to fully reinvent yourself but you don't know where to start. This gives you a little blueprint of where to start for reinventing yourself. Habits aren't always like the healthiest, because people, whenever I say habits or whenever they think of habits, they think of like drugs or like drinking or like bad habits you have. But you don't have to have bad habits. Those aren't habits. Those are choices that you're making. Habits are things that you really want to start doing in your life, and making them a habit and prioritizing them in life. But like drinking or doing drugs, that's your choice. And you can like stop that anytime. Your bad habits, you want to start getting rid of those and getting more good habits. That's why it's good for you and your reinventing journey for habits to be made in replace of the bad habits. Also, another habit you can have is just talking to people. Like, I know it sounds weird, but not everyone talks to people in their everyday life. Like, people are so dead these days. Like, no one says anything to each other if they don't know them, but like actually go out of your way to like compliment a person or have a conversation with someone. And I feel like that can also boost your spirit and the other person's ego, and then y'all can actually like become friends and start talking and stuff. Another thing that I would say that really helps with being the person you want to be is putting yourself first. And yeah, that's like a really hard thing to do if you're a people pleaser. But if you're not, or even if you are, then I just think that you should have a better like mindset of, I'm putting myself first and not putting other people in front of me. Because if I fully want to be the person I want to be, I'm gonna need that respect, and I'm gonna need to be first. Because I mean, that's just how it is. Health and like relationship wise, no one cares if you're like last or anything. They only care if you're in front of them. And if you're in front of them, they will try to bring you down. So just make sure that you're putting yourself first over every single thing. And that can really boost your mindset. I feel like putting yourself first doesn't always mean being better than everyone. It can mean putting yourself first, as in always choosing the healthy option, like something healthier, or like focusing on your new habits. You can be putting yourself first by doing those new habits. And like when other people are trying to get you to do bad things, you put yourself first and you put yourself out there, and you're like, no, actually I'm trying to do this right now, and I'm trying to be this type of person. And now you're more successful because you're putting yourself first, and you're going with your plans and with your habits, and you're doing healthier things. You're really just making sure that you're more healthy. Putting yourself first can look like something a little rude, but that's just to people that don't know how to put themselves first. And when other people put themselves first, they get offended. But to not offend anyone, I feel like you have to kind of put yourself first slowly, but you don't have to like say no. Like, you can be like, I'm okay, or like, that's really good, but like, I don't think so, or something like that. Because when you just say no, I'm trying to do this, they feel like they're like, oh, they just said no. And we know how people can get with rejection these days. Just to make it like normal, you don't have to always be mean to put yourself first. You don't have to have like an overly confident ego or something like that. You just have to know what's good for you and do those good things. So I just think that putting yourself first is a topic we can all agree on. Alexa, how much for? I also feel like drinking and like drugs and stuff like that I talked about, but putting yourself first means if you're really gonna put yourself first and be the person you want to be, completely throw those things aside. Like, I'm not saying completely throw it away, just like move it aside until you are that person to where you can do the things that you want and you won't get discouraged by it, because that can really bring yourself down. I'm not talking from experience, I'm talking from seeing it. Like, I don't drink because, well, I can't. I don't drink or anything like that, but like seeing it in like videos and people and everything, just by that, it puts everyone down. Like, the mood is just down because you're just drinking or you're doing drugs, and that's like, mm-mm. The drugs you need to throw it away, but the drinking and stuff like that, put it aside, like a little drinks here and there. But after you are that person you want to be, because it can boost your mindset like really low. Once you start putting yourself first, I feel like it could take like 3 months for it to really like settle in and like cement into the ground for it to be a pathway. Another really good thing to reinvent yourself is romanticize your life. Like, just be so romantical and romanticize everything, because I feel like that can really just put you in like a place where you're like, this is amazing, and it makes you feel some type of way. Like, when I watch videos of people romanticizing their lives, it makes me feel like so happy for them. And when I actually started doing this, it made me feel happy, and I felt like my life was actually starting to have something to live up to. Like, reinventing myself actually became easier, because romanticizing your life means like not doing everything other people are doing, but do things that you think are cool, but only for yourself. Like, journaling is a really good way to romanticize, but not in your house. That's like boring. Just go outside, like find an amazing like little spot and journal, and that's like the most romantical thing you can ever do in your life. And matcha is really romantical, or coffee. Like, I mean, I like both, but they're both really romantical if you like know how to make it yourself. That could just like feel some type of way, and you're saving money, because we know those coffee and matcha expenses are getting us in the booty. Yeah, those bills aren't gonna pay themselves. Fantasizing your life can also be like relationship wise. If your relationship isn't really good or anything like that, I mean, I technically wouldn't try like healing it if it's like really bad. Just like dump it in the trash can, and because like you don't need a man or anything. Like, if you have friends, you only need them and you if you're really romanticizing your life to the fullest, because you don't need like a man or a girl to help you with that. Like, just romanticize your life and it'll feel like way better. And habits and like putting yourself first and everything like that mixed with romanticizing your life is like the best thing you can ever do, because you actually feel like you're romanticizing to the fullest and you're really becoming the person you want to be. Overall, I just think that romanticizing your life is a really good way to help get yourself to that stage of being the person you always wanted to be. Make the romanticizing things that you like, and not things that you see other people do, because like I feel like the things that you like make you feel way better about yourself, other than the things that people are trending or tell you to do. And I know y'all guys are gonna be like, Andrew, I still don't know how to reinvent my life. I don't know how to be the person I always want to be. Guess what? I just told you. It's that easy. It's literally 3 steps. Make new habits, put yourself first, and romanticize your life. You're literally there, and you just reinvented yourself. But becoming the person you always wanted to be, that's a different story. But this got you basically there. You just have to do the things that you want to do now. Like, stop listening to other people. Do what you want to do now. You can do what you want to do. Like, you already did the habits and everything that I said to help you reinvent yourself. Now, to become the person you want to be, you have to look at this and be like, is this who I want to be? And if the answer is yes, then this is the person you are wanting to be. And the only way from here is up. Like, there's no going down. You already have a rock solid base for your life. But if the answer is no, just try out a few new things and then just keep asking yourself, like, is this the life I want to live? If no, then I mean, you can try to reinvent yourself completely again, but these are the only things you need to reinvent yourself. Like, these are the biggest tips I got and that I needed to actually reinvent myself, because I was in a really dark place and I did not know how to live my life, and I was not happy at all with my life. So 2-3 summers ago, I reinvented myself, and that was like converting from like coffee to matcha, or like working out, or like reading books, or actually romanticizing my life. And I'm in a really good place now. I have amazing friends, and I really don't care what people think. Just put yourself first, make new habits. I have a lot of habits, good ones. And romanticize your life, and you're there. You just reinvented yourself. So those are the 3 tips that you really need to reinvent yourself. Now, to be the person you always want to be, that's the you story. That's where you come in and actually be the person you want to be. So if you really like these tips, let me know how this goes for you, and you can subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Bye.